Ladies and gentlemen, the buzz around the Hive week 2 is back on the air. Only 4 days, 500 views. That's amazing. The buzz is real. So today we're going to talk to some of our superstar counselors, talking about what's going right in our classes, what's going right in our schools, student achievement, some of the supports we have for Zion Benton students, so parents can understand what's there for them, what's there to be able to help with, engage with their kids, and just generally what that buzz is around the Hive. So you know what time it is. Let's go. Love that music. So, I mean, Dr. Pavelchik, I love that background. Don't you, sir? I mean, that's
Great.
It's a great intro. How you doing, sir? It's week 2 of the Buzz Around the Hive, episode 2. I think we got some good information last time. How are you doing this week, sir?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Things are going well. We had testing day today. Attendance was awesome, and things are going very well.
I saw that we had 97% today. That was awesome.
Across the district, yeah, it was awesome.
Across the district. So we just want to bring in our superstar counselors, and we're going to do a little icebreaker. There goes the motion. The icebreakers that go through. So, ladies, can you introduce each other to the crowd out there so that they know who you are? Because that's the best way to introduce people.
Yes,
so whoever wants to go first, Ms. Peterson, if you would like to introduce the person to your right, left, whatever it is.
I can do that. Absolutely. So I'm with my lovely coworker, Ms. Jennifer Marhefka, who has been a school counselor here at Zion Benton Township High School for quite some time. She, veteran counselor who is passionate about mental health, and so I love working alongside her with that. She is my go-to person for sure in a lot of different things. So she's here. So there you go. Take it away, Jen.
Ms. Marhefka, who is that person to your left?
Yeah. So this is Miss Anna Peterson, who's also been here for some time. Started off as a Spanish teacher and has been a school counselor with us the last 6-ish years, I think. She as well is passionate about mental health and the success of our students, and likewise is my go-to. We kind of all go to each other for support, but yeah, she was a great addition to our team.
Excellent. So guys, I mean, supports you guys, what you guys do in the counseling office, supporting our students so well with all the things, especially coming out of the last 18 months. I mean, first on the board is what's going on in the counseling office? Like what's happening in there? Like, what do you guys do? What's going well? What's happening? Anna, Jen, just whoever wants to take it.
Well, each day I would say is different, which could be great. We are seeing a lot of students who mental health is definitely on the rise in our school and all over the world. But a positive thing I see is that students are reaching out to get help and are very receptive this year to the resources we have available. So that's nice to see.
Anna, you want to add anything on that one?
Yeah, I would just tag on to the end that, we used to be called guidance counselors, and now we're school counselors. We're going to talk about mental health today, but, traditionally the guidance counselor was specific to vocation and career. And we now do college and career plus social emotional and then immediate academic. So there's a lot going on in our office. If it's not one thing, it's another. But yeah, there's a lot of pieces to our job. So it's never the same.
Excellent. And you know what? I had Ms. Peterson in my room helping out with SAT testing today, and actually had a couple students say, "What does she do?" And so it was good to kind of talk to that student and explain, like, they're not just people you talk to; they have so many other additions and things that they support you with and everything else. So tagging onto that and transitioning onto that, what's really going well for our students when it comes to you guys in the counseling office? What do you see going well?
Anna?
I see that kids are open to support. And I think that I do appreciate that there's more of a breakdown of, or the stigma of seeing a counselor, whether it's in the school or out of the school, is being destigmatized. I think there's still a lot of work on that. I know that we're going to get into talking about our groups, but there's been a lot of students that said, yes, I would like support with this outside of the classroom. That's going to be that they may not say it out loud. That's going to make them a better student academically and overall. So I was surprised when I was doing interviews we'll talk about our student assistance programs, that a lot of students were like, yeah, absolutely, I want to do that, where I thought that they would have been a little more nervous. So that's really neat to see going well for our students.
I would agree.
You would tag onto that?
Yeah, and I also think, as Dr. Pavelchik mentioned, attendance. I think attendance, obviously, compared to last year, is great, and just evidence today with our testing. So it's been nice to be able to reach students and bring them in. That was quite a challenge last year, but to have students back and attend and want to be here has been a definite positive for us.
One thing I do want to ask, just coming up with that, is that how is the transition from the last 18 months being a counselor to now? Like, is it like spin on your head different? Is it like completely night and day?
Some days.
So, go ahead.
No, I think that, that Mr. Knowles and Dr. Pavelchik could also talk about this, because your jobs are also vastly different being in person versus being completely virtual, where I think we see a significant difference in interactions, because you have that personal feedback versus just the static of the screen. So I think it's been different in a very positive way.
Excellent. So guys, also with the counseling offices and everything, a lot of students always ask me, and I'm sure they ask other teachers too, like, where do I get extra help from? Like, where is there spaces for me in the building, to go to get those extra supports or that extra help before or after school? Can you guys elaborate on that and tell me what we can tell our students, or what we can tell our parents, where their kids can go and get that extra help?
I do think it depends on the subject when resources are available. For example, students are able to get math help every period of the day, as well as after school, 3 days a week. With English, reading and writing help, there is after school help a few days a week. I know science, we are hoping to get it started soon with tutoring options. And there have been, at least I have received great reviews with the Zion Public Library and the online tutoring that they offer.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, Jen. The science tutoring actually is going to start tomorrow. We were able to get it up and running yesterday, but I'm not certain a lot of students were able to get there. But to your question too, Mr. Knowles, I'm really putting this on our classroom teachers primarily to be the promoters of our academic supports after school, and even during school. I think the thing that we did this year very differently than in the past was try to make some direct connections to the need of our either before, during, or after school tutoring help. So it's just not this place to go and do work, but there's specific needs that are tied to either the instruction that's taking place or the curriculum that's taking place. PE once a week is providing opportunities for students to do their makeups, which again is a very specific need for PE, and probably one of, if not the only reasons why students would be struggling is PE is either due to absences and no dresses, but they can make that up by going to the Tuesday after school, which is great. And then a little bit of a different support is what we call our AP workspace in the morning for our AP students to really have a place to just network with their students. There is a teacher there, maybe not a specific content teacher, but we found in the past that that's just a nice area and space for students to go and get some work done, bounce ideas off of each other, and even seek some assistance when necessary as well. So between the AP, the PE, English, math, and science, we're really trying to cover our bases as best we can. And the best source for anyone's questions about how to get there or where they are is really for students to just have those conversations with their classroom teachers. But whether it's something like this or even our school counselors, they all have that information as well. And just to kind of transition a little bit, academically, we really are doing great. Our grade performance, A's, B's, and C's, and that distribution across grade levels and departments is remarkable coming out of what was remote learning. So I'm very pleased by that. But I think the purpose of this podcast, though, was not to take that for granted, because even though students are doing well, there's still a lot of needs that they have, and we're really seeing that. Students earning A's and B's doesn't necessarily mean that they are, in a place with themselves that they still might need some counseling or some support in other ways. And I think that's all highlighted through the COVID pandemic and other things. And want to allow Jen and Anna some more opportunities just to shed some light on those opportunities.
You're taking some of my thunder, boss. Thanks, man. I had it all set up.
We're a team. We're a team.
I've tried. I had it all set up, all ready to go. So to make sure that we complete the whole circle and making it everything else, there is, and we've made reference to it, the student assistant program. What is that for Zion Benton High School? Like what can we offer to our students through this program, and how can students get involved with it if they feel that they are in need?
All right. The student assistance program.
Now, Jen, you have 3 minutes. No, I'm kidding.
Talk fast. It's a program that I would say it's been a part of Zion as long as I've been here, and this is 15 years, so it has probably started before that. It's a way that students can receive social and emotional support outside of the classroom, especially, again, coming off of these last 18 months. We want our students to be successful, not just academically, but personally and in general life choices. A lot has gone on, and they are experiencing a lot. It has not been a normal teenage time for them. And so we offer various groups. Students found out this year through advisory, and they take a kind of like a social emotional survey at the start of each semester and answer all of these personal questions. And based on that, Anna and I interview the students, and we see what is the need. I think this year or this semester, Anna, we have 10 groups running, which is probably one of the most we've had in recent years.
Yeah. And I would just say that we have a bunch of groups, but anxiety we're running 2 anxiety groups. We're running 2 anger management groups in it. And those are just saying, like, there are big feelings around our building, and to be able to have a place where kids can go to be able to just talk them out, or even just to recognize them, I think has been really, really important. So our groups are full, and I wish we had a little more space or a couple more facilitators for the program, because there's that you can see the need, and it's just we're addressing it where we can. So yeah, that's the student assistance program.
Yeah.
And so basically through the advisors and everything else, students can get more information about it. What about parents? What if parents want to tap into this resource? How would they be able to know about it or find out more information?
I would say if parents are wondering, to definitely reach out to their student's counselor. And this is something that we can offer. Students can self-refer. Parents can suggest something needed for their student, or even other staff members can refer a student. Not every student feels comfortable taking the survey, but if a teacher or parent is aware of something going on in a student's life, to definitely reach out to the school counselor, and we can get them set up into a group.
Excellent. Guys, I do appreciate your time. Dr. Pavelchuk, any closing thoughts?
Just my thank you to both Anna and Jen and the whole school counseling team. They are remarkable. And I'm very appreciative of them. I know our students are, and I know our families are. And the point of this particular podcast, I guess, is to make sure that folks are aware of what we have at our disposal in the district, And we want you to take advantage of that. We want you to know that we're here and that we're going to provide everything we can to make sure that students' well-being is taken care of, both on the academic side, on the social emotional side, on the behavior side, right? And we want to partner with our students, and we want to partner with our parents. And I just feel it's imperative that opportunities like this are necessary to make sure that there is awareness out there that we have these services available for our school community. So greatly appreciative again of our student services department and all that they do. This is just one of many things that we have at available for our students and families, but it's an important one due to the nature of what we know is happening with our students right now. And we want to create an environment where they can be as successful as they possibly can. So appreciate it.
Excellent. Thank you all. I know your guys' time is valuable. So I do appreciate all of you guys getting together with us and, discussing what's going on in the counseling office. So on to the rest of the week, on to education and teaching them up. So guys, I invite you to come back and see us next week on the Buzz Around the Hive.